talking about the time it's got in general. It's got 14 hours left before it's 100 hours. Have it right after. We got.
Wow, when noise canceling turns on, it's a game changer.
Yeah, it is. It is.
All right, we're good. So, taxi light, beacon lights on. All right, so we want to get weather at John Tune.
Yep.
So let's hit this. Am I looking out for anything on here other than
that self-test over there when you're doing instrument stuff, especially making sure that the GPS actually works?
Okay.
It's connected to that. It should display properly on that.
Okay.
And now what you're looking for is it's acquiring, so you got to wait. But you can go ahead and get your weather and stuff while you're doing that.
29902. Expect a visual approach, landing runway 20. Advise on this contact. You have information Foxtrot.
Foxtrot.
John Tune Tower, information Foxtrot.
Tune ground 737, November Golf.
Observation, wind 190 at 16, gust 22. Weather better than 5005. Temperature 290, dew point 06. Altimeter 29902. Expect a visual approach, landing runway 20. Advise on this contact. You have information Foxtrot. John Tune Tower, information Foxtrot. 2020, special observation, wind 190 at 16, gust 22. Weather better than 5005. Temperature 290, dew point 06. Altimeter 29902.
Got it.
Expect a visual approach, landing runway 20. Advise on this contact. You
So you got to hit the column 1 mic first.
John Tune Tower, information Foxtrot.
Yeah, you can turn it off.
I gotcha.
You can't not listen to the mic you're talking on.
Understand.
Yeah.
All right, so we call John Tune ground. Let's see, they're 121.7.
And let's look at that checklist first. Make sure we got everything on there.
Steer lights.
All right.
We got our taxi light on, our beacon light on.
All right, and then instruments right there.
Do we need nav light on?
You don't need it for daytime now.
Okay. Instruments checked. I put 29902.
Okay.
In there. We got barometer in there.
All right. How close to your field elevation should your altimeter be?
75 feet.
All right.
So we're.
They both are.
Well, this says.
That one's off.
Yeah,
this one is, though.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
your primary, so that one's close. Your attitude indicator should be how many degrees bank?
No more than 5.
Yep, no, pitch or bank. Airspeed should be 0.
Yep.
And your heading bug should be approximately 197, matching your compass. That's pretty close.
Pretty damn close. Okay. Alright, transponder 1200. Verify. What does it mean by verify alt?
Verify altitude mode.
Oh.
So it's in ground mode right now, that's fine. When we take off, it'll go in altitude mode.
Okay.
See, it's already in altitude mode, it just knows we're on the ground.
Okay. Information Foxtrot.
Yep, and we're going to be VFR to the west today.
John Tune ground, Skyhawk 13386 at the south tidons with information Foxtrot, VFR to the west. Should I have gone the other way around?
We're good.
Skyhawk 13386, John Tune ground, taxi to the run-up area via Romeo 2, advisal complete.
Run up area via Romeo 2, 13386.
There you go. So since we got this diamond in front of us, we're going to do a left turn right here.
Okay.
So you can just go ahead.
Test brakes after that?
Yep.
Just so we don't test the brakes into them?
Into the diamond, yeah. Crank it pretty hard to the left too, so let's go ahead. There you go.
Want to test brakes now?
Yeah, you can do it now. Alright. My flight controls.
Your controls.
My flight controls. Our brakes will hold. Your flight controls.
My controls.
Your flight controls.
So Romeo 2 is back that way,
Yep,
right?
so we're going to make a left turn here again and just go down our taxiway.
Can't believe we're flying again today. I thought we were going to be doing ground just based on the weather.
No, it's not that bad. It's windy.
Good practice. I just thought it was supposed to storm today for some reason.
And we can go down this one.
What, straight?
You can go down. You can go straight or to the left.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter. Does not matter one bit.
Is Randy doing a check ride or is he
he's
instructing?
He's doing a check ride.
Johnson clearance, November 29 Romeo Foxtrot with Foxtrot.
So on
November 29 Romeo Foxtrot, John Toon at ground, you ready to pick up your clearance?
Sorry, what was that?
But when he called into ground, he just said with Foxtrot. He didn't say like anything about his departure.
Yeah.
Is that
John
because
He's picking up IFR.
Okay.
Maintain
3,000, expect 5,000.
Expect 9,000 minutes after
departure.
Departure frequency 119.35. Squawk 1-6.
So you know what to expect.
Yeah.
Also, that's what happens in your flight plan, right?
Yeah.
Romeo
Delta
2.
Victor Kilo via the Johnson 1 and S files. 3,000, 9,000 at 10. 119.35, 1654 on squawk.
And November 29 Romeo Foxtrot, your readback is correct. Advise when ready to taxi.
Well advised, 29 Romeo Fox.
What you're going to do is you're going to take the second line that's far out, and you're going to make a left-hand turn down it. And then you're going to put your butt in that corner over there on the other side.
Turn ground, 737 November Golf, sign up complete.
Cessna 7 November Golf, runway 20, taxi Alpha.
Runway 20 via
Go
Alpha,
left.
737 November Golf.
Continue straight ahead, yep. Intersect that line and then bring it to the left. And you can go exactly where they were at. I'll kind of show you the way over there. Alright, now let's kick it to the left.
Good.
Yep, that's good right there. Let's roll forward just to get that nose wheel straight. There you go. Now you can stop. Perfect.
Says other display offline. We good?
Yeah, we got it.
Alright. Parking brake set. Doors and windows checked. Doors locked. Yours is locked.
Mine is locked.
Flight controls and trim. So let's see. Free and clear. Fuel quantity, we got 19, so we're full. Fuel selectors on both. Mixture rich. Throttle 1700 RPM. Now we got dropped down to 1640. Back to both. 1710. Left. 1640. Back to both. Carb heat. Let's see if we can get this thing to drop.
It dropped a little bit.
Like 20 at one point, but 10.
Yeah.
Suction gauge if equipped. Instruments and ammeter. So we're looking here. We got pitot heat.
Yep, all the lights on for just a minute. That's loading the system up.
Yeah.
And so it's still positive, right? Still looks good.
Alright, we're good.
Ground, Airport 2.
Airport 2, ground.
At spot 4, like to take taxiway Alpha north
make sure
to
back
Alpha
to
5.
Airport 2, proceed north on taxiway Alpha to Alpha 5.
Clear north to Alpha 5, Airport 2.
We're set to take off. Flight instruments set.
Yep.
Should we
Go ahead and put your flight plan in, yep.
Yeah, so okay, so we're gonna go direct to
Mike M02.
Alright, okay.
It's actually just M, so you don't have to put the K in.
Oh really?
Yep, so use the big knob to go back. You can do that too.
M0. Is that 0? No, that's
0, yeah, actual 0 number. There you go.
Did I miss it? There it is. Dickson.
Enter.
Johnson ground, 29 Romeo Foxtrot,
Enter.
Romeo 3, ready to taxi for takeoff.
Enter again. There you go.
29er
Didn't
Romeo
pick it up the first
Foxtrot,
time.
runway
So now you
20,
got a
taxi via Romeo
direct
3
to.
Alpha.
If you wanted a
Romeo
genuine
3
flight
Alpha,
plan, you would do it through this
20,
page, but we're not
29
going to do that kind of stuff yet. But here you go. You got a direct to now. So it's loaded into your flight plan, taking you directly to Dickson. What's Dixon's weather frequency?
I don't have my iPad out.
Use mine if you want to.
Yeah, use
today.
yours. I do need to get like a.
Yeah.
Well,
November 29 Romeo Foxtrot, do you require a run-up?
So here's
29 Romeo Foxtrot,
M02.
negative.
Roger, thank you.
Weather.
123.875.
So go ahead and put that in COM 2.
Okay.
Alright, so it's in standby and it looks good. We'll make note of it, but their CTAP will be 1228, so that's common traffic. That's genuine common traffic right there, so it'll be loud. Trust me, there'll be a bunch of airports talking on it. So.
Oh, really? Okay. Alright, we good to taxi? Just let them know we're
Yep.
run up complete.
Run up complete.
John Toon ground, Cessna 13386, run up complete.
Cessna 386, roger, runway 20, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 20 via Alpha, runway 13386.
There you go.
Alright. Now for a long ass taxi.
Yep. Like we've taken off this runway every time.
Yeah. And it seems like the prevailing winds, that's why it's set that way.
Yep.
And Airport 2, you could proceed up to hold short taxiway Alpha 5. We'll get you out there momentarily.
Absolute shoulder, at Alpha 5, full shoulder, runway 20, Airport 2. Ground, Cessna 737 Zulu Papa on Alpha 2.
Cessna 7 Zulu Papa, roger, would you like Romeo 3 or you want to wait for that Cessna so you could go Alpha to Romeo 2?
Romeo 3 would be great, 737
Alright, let's slow down just a little
Cessna
bit.
7 Zulu Papa, roger, you could taxi to parking Alpha Romeo 3.
Parking Alpha Romeo.
He's going to give us an instruction now too, probably.
Cessna 386, just hold short Romeo 3 taxiway for that Cessna going on it.
Hold short Romeo 3, 13386.
Airport 2, proceed on runway 20 at Alpha 5.
Cleared on runway 20 at Alpha 5, Airport 2.
Is there a rule of thumb for holding short, like distance?
No, just about right. Right here, you're good. And let's see if he. So you're actually following the rules right now.
Yeah.
By the way.
I know.
So I was gonna see if he says anything. Normally he would probably expect us to just go ahead, but
Should we call him or do we just go?
exactly, you can call him. That's what I want you to get the biggest takeaway. I want
So you just say holding short or holding short Romeo 3?
just ask him, Tower, are we good to continue our taxi to runway 20?
Tune Tower, Cessna 13386. We good to continue taxi via Alpha.
Yeah, Cessna 386, sorry about that. Continue to taxi in 20.
Alright, tell him, continue taxi 20.
Continue taxi 20, 13386.
That's how ATC's done, right? So if you continue, there would have been no problem here. But if you go to Owensboro, Kentucky, or you go to Smyrna, Tennessee, or you go to Bristol and try that shit, it's not going to work out good. I can tell you that.
I told you to hold short runway 3. Romeo 3. Hold short Romeo 3.
Okay, sorry. Nobody around, right? But still,
Yeah.
power tripping.
Yeah.
It's
Well, that's
like
I
bad
mean,
cops. It's like, that's the same thing.
this is just like you said though. They're kind of loose and
Yep.
Romeo 3.
they don't ever tell you to transfer
Airport
to
2, proceed
tower.
north on Alpha to Romeo
They tell
3.
you to continue on your
Cleared runway
taxi.
3, Airport 2.
Anytime ATC does loose stuff, by the way, it's considered non-standard, and it makes our job hard because we have to like,
to
is this
interpret
what
it.
you want me to do? Yeah. Time you have to interpret it. I mean, interpretation is interpretation.
Is it because there's a good GA population, like student population here, that they're just kind of loose?
It's because they're contract employees. They're not the FAA. The FAA will axe your ass in a second if you don't follow the rules.
Like Keith wouldn't make it
no.
in an FAA.
He's trying to. That's what he's doing.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Play it safe and keep your head low and you'll make it through. That's kind of the, always ask just before you do.
Tailwind's just pushing us along the taxiway.
Yep. And when you got a tailwind, that's what Cessna says to do for the taxiing. Expect to come off the ground quick today. I think you probably know that, but.
Our brakes.
Yep. Grabbing just a little bit.
I was gonna say, I'm not even on the brakes.
That's normal in airplanes. It happens all the freaking time.
Alright. Exterior lights, switch to landing. Our beacon on, nav light and strobe off. Heat as required, carb heat cold.
Let's go ahead and get those beacons on because that's part of our exterior on our light up right here. Strobes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
There you go, strobes. That's the wind hitting the prop in a funny way, that noise you hear.
Alright. Good with that. Make sure Rich.
Okay.
Just call him. So do I switch to tower?
Go ahead and switch to tower. Yep, they didn't tell you to, but go ahead and do it because it's assumed here.
Okay.
Alright.
John Tower, Skyhawk 13386, holding short runway 20.
Skyhawk 13386, John Tower, runway 20, clear for takeoff, right turn to the west.
Right turn to the west, 13386.
20, clear for takeoff.
Sorry, 20, clear for takeoff, 13386.
There you go, good deal.
So the strobes are daytime and nighttime, just, okay.
It's anti-collision lights.
Alright. Airspeed's alive. Engine instruments in the green.
55.
Man. You weren't kidding.
Yep. Also going to stop really short today.
A lot lower pitch attitude than usual. There we go. Picking up some speed.
Approaching 1200. Go ahead and start turning to the west. we're going to go up all the way to 2,000 feet today.
2,000 feet.
Approaching altitude.
Cessna 386, contact Nashville departure. 11. Question. Frequency change approved. Have a good flight.
Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, 13386. You said contact Nashville departure?
Yeah, at first. Alright. But keep rolling the airplane just a little bit to the left. And let's level off that nose. Alright, you see how you kind of got a wind gust that's it's blowing you off course?
Yeah.
So you got to bring the airplane to the left even more.
So
that purple diamond, you see it? It's a little bitty on these little GPSs. Yeah. You got to line that up with a line to maintain your heading or your course. Let's force that nose down big time.
Leaving altitude.
Keep forcing it down. Let's reduce that power just a little bit. There you go.
You're saying this little thing right there?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and program you direct to the airport from our present position. Now you're going to have to bring that little purple diamond just a little bit to the left. To the left. There you go. Keep coming to the left. This way. Back to the left.
To the left? What diamond am I looking at?
This purple little triangle right here.
Yeah.
At the top. So that you can't control the arrow on the inside. You control that little purple triangle pointing that way on the outside.
This little thing right there.
And you got to go to the left to bring it to the left.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So
it's accounting for your wind is what it's done.
So I want it to match that arrow.
Yep. To maintain that course.
I gotcha. So like this.
Yes. Force that nose down just a little bit. There you go.
Leaving altitude.
Alright. Clear the natural class Charlie. Go ahead and climb up to a altitude. Let's go up to 3,500 for the time being. Even though that's really an east altitude, believe it or not.
3,500.
Might actually be able to go up to 4,500. We'll see.
Leaving altitude.
Let's go up to 4,500. Might as well.
So does that mean I need to go right now?
Yep. That's exactly what it means.
A little bumpier than yesterday.
A little bit. That's why we're going to go. We're going to try to get a little bit higher and see if it clears up a little bit.
That's just the wind?
That's the wind.
Crazy. Is it 3,500 or 4,500?
Go up to 4,500.
Yeah, I thought. We changed it. A little Cessna that could.
Indeed.
John Tune Tower, Life Flight 8.
Life Flight 8, John Tune Tower.
Life Flight 8's about 10 miles to the southwest of 2000. Transition south of the field, inbound for Vanderbilt Hospital.
I mean, I'm still on course even if they're lined up, even though it's getting more aggressive.
We're out of 2,000 down to 1,500 now. We'll maintain 2,000 for right now.
Approaching
Life Flight 8,
altitude.
maintain 2,000, transit John Tune, clear airspace is approved.
Maintain 2,000, Life Flight 8.
Easy out there.
It is.
Is this what it looks like in the summer usually?
Yep. Usually.
John 2 Tower, Cessna 972 Delta Papa is 6 miles southwest, inbound with Foxtrot.
Cessna 972 Delta Papa, John Tune Tower.
Yeah, 972 Delta Papa, we just got handed off from Nashville. We're about 15 miles southwest, inbound with Foxtrot.
Can't hear him. Where's that?
9 miles to the west.
Aircraft calling John Tune Tower. Just continue inbound for another mile.
Is that it?
Give me a
right there?
call. You're in a bad radio spot.
Two Tower, Cessna 13059, holding short, runway 20, ready to go.
A little bumpy today.
Cessna 13059, runway 20, clear for takeoff, make right close traffic.
20, right traffic, runway 20059, we're clear to go.
It's a good RPM for this cruise.
About 2,400. I would pull it back just a little bit to about 2,400. That'll get you a good.
Kind of that little tick mark right there.
Yep. It's funny. I was watching our CHTs. Our CHTs are just watching the temperatures as we go from climb to cruise, just to watch how much they decrease.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
Is it worth leaning it out a little bit?
You would, under normal circumstances, right? You would lean it to your peak RPM, or till you hear the engine start to sputter.
Yeah.
But for what we're doing today, we don't need to worry about it really.
Okay.
You know, if you leaned it back, you'd bring it back till it.
Tower 3 on 2, limit Juliet's ready, 20.
Now it's starting to die off.
A little bit.
November 312,
Let's
limit
increase it
Juliet,
just a little
John Tune
bit.
Tower, hold short, runway 20.
Holding short, 20, 3 on 2, limit Juliet. Tower,
We actually have an EGT on here, so it's kind of cool. You're looking for on these EGTs about
Life Flight 8,
1450.
John Tune Tower, freak change proof.
Life Flight 8.
So that's still a little rich, or they're coming up a little bit?
They're coming up. It takes
John
time.
Tower 972 down, top 6 miles southwest.
Maybe a little rich.
I think got Nashville handed off a little early there.
2 Delta Papa, continue inbound for the right downwind to runway 20.
Continue inbound right downwind 20 to Delta Papa.
It should have on here a engine tools and lean.
John Tune Tower, helicopter November
And it's gonna give me
130.
a
We are
peak.
7 miles to the west, inbound for
I
landing
keep
with
leaning it.
Foxtrot going to the midfield ramp.
You should see those
Cessna
start to fall off.
13059, start your right crosswind to right downwind.
Right crosswind to downwind, 059.
Helicopter 130, John Tune Tower, continue inbound 4 miles west of the field. Traffic is Cessna entering the right downwind.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a report 4 miles to the west, looking for that Cessna on the right downwind, helicopter 130.
And then I'm leaning it to minus about 75 in this airplane. See, it's got that one peaked out. It says 1 minus now, and
That's a 059.
I'm just enriching the mixture.
Yeah.
Reporting
So I get
4
about
miles
minus
west of the field.
75.
Copy that, I'll be searching. He hasn't popped up on
Anyway,
TCAS just yet.
we're going to push this back forward. Now you'll see it really start to
I'm descending to 2,600, 130.
because we're doing maneuvers.
Gotcha.
Alright,
Helicopter 130, that Cessna will be in the pattern at 1,500.
let's fly heading of 270,
For a visual, helicopter 130.
and let's do some clearing turns.
Just making sure you know 3 and 2, limit Juliet's ready, 20.
November 312, Lima Juliet, John Toon Tower, runway 20, clear for takeoff. 5 runway heading for the time being. Have multiple aircrafts on the right side of John C. Toon.
Alright, heading 20, clear for takeoff.
90 degrees.
Tower 059, visual, right down 120.
That's 059, runway 20, clear to land.
20, clear to land, and can we get the option per chance?
I need you to make a full stop first approach, sir.
Copy that. 059, runway 20.
Let's set up for steep turns.
Alright.
Helicopter 130, just
At
traffic is
4,500.
at the approach into runway 20. Continue inbound for the right downwind to runway 20.
I'm going to
Cessna traffic and I'll
take these goobers and turn them down a little bit.
130.
Cessna 972 Delta Papa, continue inbound for the right downwind, steady distance to the south.
Continue inbound for right downwind, we're 5 miles south, 205.
Alright, 4,500.
Alright. And what speed do we do these maneuvers at?
95.
About 95. I actually have your placarded, one of the placarded maneuver speeds at 90 right there, indicated by VO. Sometimes you'll see people refer to it as VA, VO, depends on the manufacturer.
Yeah.
Cessna 059, you can have runway 20, clear for the opposite, expect to make left close.
Alright. Whenever you're ready, let's do one to the right. All the way over to 45 and just pull back on the yoke. There you go.
Cessna 2 Delta Papa, roger, continue on the downwind.
Downwind 2 Delta Papa.
November 312 Lima Juliet, I have no other...
Pull a little bit harder.
Helicopter about to be on the right base, freak tank approved.
Thanks, frequency data approved, got the helicopter, 2 jet.
Helicopter 130, traffic is Cessna short.
Oh, all the way over to 45.
Number 2 behind that aircraft.
There you go.
Number 2 behind final aircraft, I got him inside, 130.
Alright. And we'll just do another 360 right here. This will be, we'll just stay in this turn. And when you get back to north here in a minute, we'll roll out.
Back to north?
Yep.
Okay. Feels weird banking this much.
Yep. It does.
Why do we practice this so much?
Steep turns?
Yeah.
Part of your check ride. Alright, there's west. Roll west right there.
Oh, you said roll north.
I'm sorry. I forgot what we started on.
Oh, good.
Alright. That was good. Good for the most part. Pretty good. Alright, let's
Good
do
for
it.
the most part.
Good for the most part. Altitude got low at the beginning, but it was good.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do a left 360 back to west. That's how steep turns are done. They're a full 360 turn.
Okay. Left 360 to the west.
Yep, at 45 degrees.
Tower 2 Delta Papa, Mitchell, right downwind 20.
That's a 972 Delta Papa, have you in sight, runway 20, clear land.
Clear to land 20, 2 Delta Papa.
Alright. Good deal. That was pretty good. You were within 10 degrees of your heading. I would have rolled out just a little bit earlier, but that was good.
So about 15 or 20?
About 15 to 20 degrees is where you start taking your roll out, approximately. whatever it takes to get you back on the west. So it's just one of those feel things.
Okay.
There's a lot of those in aviation, which I'll find out. Let's go ahead and let's see where that wind's coming from. Feel good about those for the most part?
Yeah.
All right, good.
I don't mind practicing more, but
Let's do one more to the right.
I felt like the left one was easy for me.
So at the right, remember you got right tendencies, or that you got to use that rudder to the right because our rudder trim's a little goobered up. Usually right's easier, but from my side, but when you're above the turn, it is kind of hard. That was really good. That was perfect, actually. All right, good deal. Done with that for now.
Yep.
All right, let's go to let's do a turn to south for a minute.
15.
All right, let's set up for slow flight.
Car beat out.
Yep.
Two towers, 059, midfield right now, 120.
All right. 10 degrees of flaps.
Yep.
Cessna 059, the runway 20, clear for the option.
20, clear for the option, sir.
20 degrees.
Yep. Get 30 in there too.
Cessna 972, Delta Papa, hold short after taxiway, contact ground.
Hold short alpha ground, 205.
We're going 65?
We're doing 55.
Oh, 55.
55.
So that was heading down to my...
Yep, you're real perfect right now. All right.
Floating.
A little gusty today, right? Just a little bit. So be anticipating any kind of gust today. All right. Let's go ahead and add a touch of power in.
2,000 RPMs. 1900.
Yep. Go ahead and push that carb heat in for me too. That'll give you more power. All right.
Ooh.
Yeah. Right. Add some more power in.
John C. Toon Tower.
To maintain that altitude.
Flight 418, excuse me. Visual runway 20.
Flight 418, John Toon Tower. Report a 5-mile final to runway 20.
5-mile final, runway 20, flight 418. John Toon Tower, medevac helicopter 886 Alpha Echo, currently 9.5 to the southwest, 2,100, looking at transition northeast.
Get up there.
And,
This is what you got to do. You got to add that power in to get up there, right?
Aircraft calling John Toon Tower, continuing inbound for 1-mile final.
All right, good deal. And if you want to, you can go ahead and put 40 in there. Push that nose down when you do it. There you go. All right, so to see, you can see to maintain altitude, it's like, man, this engine's like, please kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just struggling along right here. Well, this is slow flight.
We're going 38 miles an hour on the ground.
Yep.
Or knots on the ground.
Yep. Which would be a comfortable crashing speed, really, if you wanted to come in really slow and crash an airplane.
Yeah.
This is what you would do. Honestly, you'd come in really as slow as you can once you got low to the ground. Make sure, yeah, there you go. All right, let's accelerate to 65 or 60. It's fine.
Echo Transit John Toon, Clark Aerospace is approved out above 2,000.
How do you do stall recovery procedure with 40 degrees of flaps?
Take it down, full power, nose down, flaps up to 30.
Flaps up to 20 actually when
20.
you got 40 in.
Okay, that's right.
All the way up to 20, and then 10, then 0. So full power, carb heat, flaps to 20 basically immediately, and the nose comes up, right? Alright, so let's go ahead and push the nose over and start a descent. Like we're coming in to land, right?
Hold what speed?
And about 65, that's your landing speed, so this is good. This is a good Cessna landing speed. And we're going to recover at the first indication today just because it's windy. I don't want to freaking spin, so.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay. Power goes to idle like we're doing a landing flare.
Leaving altitude.
Alright, you bring the nose up. There's a stall horn, full power, nose down, carb heat, flaps to 20, bring the nose up, all the way up to about 7 degrees.
Alright. Positive rate.
Yep. Good deal. Now let's keep them going up, all the way up. And then we'll recover back to a cruise flight. Any questions about that?
No.
That was pretty good. Kind of sucks to do stalls on windy days, just to be honest with you. The pucker factor is a little high sometimes. Good deal. Okay, let's go ahead and set up for a power on. We're going to do it to the first indication as well.
Power on. Okay.
Yep.
So that's basically just climb.
So you're slowing down to 55, maintaining altitude with clean configuration.
Oh.
Step 41A, we should be able to give you altitude.
Olivia 915, John Toon Tower, yep.
Yes, sir.
Olivia 915, runway 20, clear for takeoff. 51 heading.
Since we got a low power setting, we use that carb heat.
Takeoff 20, runway heading up to 3000, Olivia 915.
Bring it back to idle?
Almost. You don't have to go all the way but to idle, but let's just you just let it slowly bleed off. That's normal. And let's try to maintain that heading south as best we can during the maneuver.
John Toon Tower, continue for a 3-mile final to runway 20.
Continue.
Oh, well, there's some gust right there, so let's go ahead and add full power. And just pitch that nose up. All the way up to about 20 degrees. And let's step on that rudder. That's the big part, right?
Leaving altitude.
Alright, so make sure you maintain that heading with your ailerons. There's a stall horn you can recover. Alright, let's do that again from this altitude, so go ahead and pull your power back. Let's maintain that heading of 180 as best we can. So this is the hard part about it, using that rudder and aileron input. Now let's slow down to 55.
Olivia 915, contact Nashville departure 119.35.
Departure, Olivia 915.
Citation 5 Romeo Sierra, you'll be number 1, runway 20, clear land.
Is this a go around?
What?
Like, are we just mimicking a go around?
No, we're doing over flaring on takeoff.
Oh, on takeoff. Okay.
Yep. So you've rotated at 55, right? And you're full power, so go ahead and put full power in. Anticipate that right rudder, and keep that nose coming up. Just like you were doing a climb out on takeoff and you went too far.
Diamond 252 Alpha X-ray, holding short of runway 20, ready to go.
Diamond 252 Alpha X-ray, John Toon Tower, hold short, runway 20.
This is much better. Got a little bit more pressure you can put into that ball. There's your stall horn, recover. There you go. And keep that nose coming all the way down. Good deal.
So I want to pick up airspeed, then I want to pick up positive rate, altitude.
On that, you're just bringing the nose down to break the stall and just and recovering. And then you return to your starting altitude, which is 4,500. So you can give me a right descending turn to west.
us down a lot heading into the wind.
Yep. Okay, when you're on west and at 4,500, I want to give you a demonstration of something. Just to make sure that you, well, not a demonstration, you're going to do it. So let's go ahead and set full power, and let's climb at 90 knots.
Cessna 059, you'll be number 2 behind the citation, runway 20, clear for the option.
220, clear for the option, 059.
Leaving altitude.
So if you wanted to slow down your climb rate but maintain 90 knots, what would you do?
I was down.
So you want to maintain 90 knots, so you're using pitch, right? So if you, let's say you wanted to set, you know, a certain climb rate, you could then reduce your power, right?
Yeah.
That's the only way you can reduce your climb rate. So if I wanted to climb at 300 feet per minute, you still maintain 90 knots with your pitch, so keep bringing that nose back just a little bit. I'm working that power back slowly. And you'll see there's a hand-in-hand relationship between pitch and power. So I went a little bit too much power reduced. Now I'm basically level flight. But if I want to bring it back up to about 300, I find a sweet spot in here with my power.
Left turn on Alpha, right turn runway 4 to go to contour.
That's how it's done right there. So that's how pitch, power have a relationship right there. And you can try that in a descent too, right? So now if you just leave it at 90 knots, you want to descend, there's going to be a point where your drag outweighs your thrust.
This is the smoothest air we've had all day. Nice up here.
Concerning, right? The calm before the storm of Dickson that we're about to go to. So I guess all it took is us to go up to 5,000 instead of 4,500. That's how air is.
Yeah.
That's relatively typical. You can see we have a 48 knot wind though right now. So let's turn into the wind just a second so you can see what. And now you're banking, so you actually having a decrease. Your vertical components went like this now. It's shifted out to the left, so.
Approaching altitude.
You can go all the way to that wind centers up, so it's about.
Metro 1, Roger, are you going to have to cross the runway center line?
I guess this is good right here, somewhere in there.
Metro 1, Roger.
We got a pretty. It's pretty stiff. Let's keep rolling to the right just a little bit. Okay, so the wind vector is a little bit slow. What I'm watching is your ground speed. Wherever your ground speed is the slowest is where the wind is coming from. So let's keep going to the right very gradually.
I'm looking at this crosswind number too.
But mainly looking at that ground speed right there.
Okay.
So it looks like 200 right here is about the peak. And that's what it says too, kind of. Wow, so it's, I mean, we've got a genuine 33 knot. If you did slow flight right now at this and like really got it slow enough, like if we went up in altitude, it'd probably be 40. You could go backwards. You could go backwards in Cessnas. Yeah, because you're just getting blown like a leaf. So that's an interesting concept to show people.
Yeah, no shit.
All right, good deal. Let's set up for our descent checklist and our descent into Dickson.
Cessna 059, make left close traffic.
Left close traffic, 059. You want us to start as early turnout?
Affirmative.
We gotta get weather.
In November 25.
So how do I
push in on the knob? There you go.
Right turn to the north.
The volume is this?
Yep.
Density altitude 2700.
2700. Oh, density altitude.
Density altitude.
Dickson County Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation.
We are about 10 miles to the north.
So that's that volume for that one, and then the volume for this one is this one right here.
Sorry.
Oh, good. I do that stuff.
More than 10. Sky condition clear below 12,000. Temperature 27 Celsius. Dew point 9 Celsius. Altimeter 2,991
Back at
inches of
4,500
mercury.
again.
Remarks,
What?
density
Back at
altitude
4,500 again.
2,700.
Yep. 29901 was that altimeter setting.
Dickson County Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation 2113 Zulu. Wind 180 at 10 knots. Peak gusts 2-3 knots. Visibility more than 10. Sky condition clear below 12,000.
All right, good deal. Let's descend. So Dickson, I'm looking here. The winds were what? They were just
0.
So let's listen one more time.
Dickson County Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation 2114 Zulu. Wind 180 at 11 knots. Peak gusts 2-3 knots. Visibility more than 10. Sky condition clear below 12,000. Temperature 27 Celsius. Dew point 9 Celsius. Altimeter 2,991 inches of mercury. Remarks, density altitude 2,700.
All right, and Dixon's CTAP is 122.8. So let's dial that in.
122.8.
Yes, sir. And flip it over. There you go. We got our weather. And the runways here are 1735. That wind was 180 at 11, gusting 23.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and set up to go direct to Dickson.
Is it still in here?
Yep. And so you got to turn to the northwest. And let's descend. So our pattern altitude here at Dickson, I'm looking on ForeFlight. Pattern altitude for light aircraft is 1892, so we'll round it up, call it 1900. So you can descend down to 1900. Now let's keep that descent going. About 500 feet per minute.
Alright, that's on my turn base for future engine. We'll keep that on. Sounds good.
Looks like they're both.
Alright, got the airport inside off our nose.
Yep.
We said the runway is 17 that we're going to be using, so we're going to be landing facing toward the south. Which direction are we heading right now?
We're heading north.
And you got the airport out here off our nose?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're pretty much on a 45 based off that information that we've got for runway 17.
Yep.
So all we got to do is get down. We are currently 5 miles to the southeast, reading our tail.
Yeah.
Maneuvering for the 45 for runway 17.
Dickson County.
Yeah, and you can honestly just give them a call out when you're at, on the 45.
Okay.
We just got to get down to 1,900, so I would... Power's pretty good where it's at. You can get steepen it up a little bit.
1798 Pop Mike, turning final 20.
Actually, give me a right 360. We'll get back on that 45.
Shelbyville traffic, Blitter 907.5 miles south, inbound Arnav Zulu, runway 36, circle land 18, Shelbyville traffic.
Shelbyville traffic, 512 Kilo Whiskey is turning left, turning final for runway 24.
Right, there's the airport again. Now look at this, our altitude's much better.
Outlaw traffic, Cherokee 470 is 10 miles to the east of the field, but coming in for our left downwind runway, 17 Outlaw.
Alright, here we are, and we're on what leg of the pattern?
We're going to be entering the downwind.
We're at 3 mile 45 right now, so that's what I called out. 3
Approaching
mile 45,
altitude.
17.
Dickson traffic, Skyhawk 13386 on a 3 mile 45 for 17. Dickson County traffic.
There you go, perfect.
I don't see any other traffic out here.
I don't hear anything.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, man, it's too windy.
Traffic 8306 Delta 2 mile final 420, full stop.
So a good thing to do is a gust factor.
Dickson County Municipal
Let's see
Airport. Automated weather observation 2119er Zulu. Wind 200 at 16 knots. Peak gusts 21 knots. Visibility more than 10. Sky condition.
All right, 16 to 21 is 5. And gust factor, we normally take our gust factor, which is 5, and divide it by 2, add that to our airspeed. So you can just add 3 knots to your approach speed, come in at about 68.
68, okay. All right, windsock is, kind of a little offset of runway 17.
Yep.
Leaving
All right,
altitude.
let's do our gumps right here. Gas, undercarriage.
Gas both.
Yep.
Undercarriage fixed. Mixture rich.
Good deal. All right, let's start the descent. And we'll do a full stop landing, or a go around, depending on how the winds are.
All right. I can kind of feel it sliding a little bit.
Yep, you can. That's that wind.
Traffic leader 90 is on a low left downwind for runway 1.
All right, let's start reducing power because we're high right now.
Dickson traffic, Skyhawk 13386, on base for runway 17.
All right, power out a little bit more. Let's put more flaps in.
Maneuvering for 45 in the left downwind runway 17 outlaw.
And let's just land with 20 degrees flaps right now. We'll see how that goes. You can use 30 if you want to. Let's try 30 this first time, actually. I'm kind of curious to see how it'll be.
So much rougher. Like that feeling you get when airliners put out their flaps and you can start to feel the rumbling of the rough air.
Yep. You gotta use that pitch for that airspeed, remember.
Outlaw traffic, Cherokee 47 3 miles to the east of the field. I have that helicopter in sight and maneuvering for that downwind runway 17 outlaw.
So we're a little bit high right now, you can kind of tell. There's no PAPI, so you can just see it. Not too much. All right, see that speed?
Yeah, 470 helicopter 4J Lima in the downwind. We're about to be turning our base turn now.
Keep that nose down all the way down to the runway. Power goes idle. Nose up. Hold her up. Keep holding her up. There you go. Let's go ahead and retract those flaps. That was good. Given conditions, that was solid, man. Just got to keep that nose down.
Yeah.
Now that's a good example, right? You can see how your speed can just, and you almost were borderline wind shear conditions right there. You can see the airspeed tape just moving around.
Well, that started making me nervous because I'd go from 68 to 50 in a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Let me make a call. Dickson County traffic, Skyhawk 13386, clear runway 17, Dickson County.
All right.
flaps up. Make sure rich. So I didn't take my carb heat. Do I do that on the final? Yeah.
Yeah, you do that. That's fine that you didn't do it. It's just a preventative action. You do that at the 1,000-footers. All right.
So after landing in the collision light, trim, reset. Make sure that I taxi.
And that after landing where it says anti-collision light off too, that's your strobes. There you go.
So you can kind of go down, down on both.
Yep.
All right. Autopilot. Was that just the wind?
That's the wind.
Sounded like it was going to stall.
No, it's the wind hitting that prop from a weird angle.
Okay.
And this would be the crosswind correction right now.
So we just say, do I announce the taxi?
You're good right now. There's nobody here, but yes, you know, if it was busy.
I didn't announce final either.
That's fine. We were both focused on flying the airplane, which is the priority, right? Aviate, navigate, then communicate is what they say.
Okay.
All right, now you can level your ailerons because the wind's coming pretty much straight from behind.
Why'd you say this was going to be crazy over here?
It's always gusty. There's always wind shear, I feel like, here.
Know it.
Yeah, it's a good place to practice, like, crap weather.
Yeah. We should make really good time back to John Tune when we go back, right?
Oh, it's going to be a crosswind the whole way.
Oh, well.
So, well, maybe slightly.
Yeah,
maybe
it seemed
slightly.
like we had a heading crosswind.
Yeah. Maybe slightly. I don't think it's going to change much. That sliding feeling you were talking about that's indicative of high winds.
Yeah.
Always. It feels like you're on a zero-turn mower in these things sometimes. Good deal. And then our crosswind correction at this point is this, because we want to dive away from the wind. Right, so that aileron going down is preventing this wing from getting lifted up by the wind and keeping us from flipping.
Okay. Lineup check.
Yep.
Exterior lights, so landing lights, taxi lights. We'll hit our strobe. Pitot heat off, carb heat off. Make sure rich.
All right, and we're gonna do a stopped takeoff. So we're gonna take the runway and sit on it for a second, and we're gonna talk about this crosswind correction because I don't think there's much, but just so you can see.
Do you want me to pull up, line up?
Yep. So go ahead and tell them that you're departing runway 17. Yep. Close traffic.
Dickson County traffic. Cessna 13386 departing runway 17. Close traffic. Dickson County.
Well, I was thinking it was going to be a crosswind. It's almost directly down the runway, so your ailerons in this case would be neutral. But if you had a crosswind, if you saw that windsock pointing this way, you would want to turn into it, right? And if it was going this way, you want to turn into it that way as well. And that's crosswind takeoffs. Okay. And so what you do on the crosswind takeoffs is you leave full deflection. So it's kind of doing it right now, actually. You have a little bit of deflection in. As you gain airspeed, your controls become more effective. And you slowly start taking that bank out like that.
Okay.
So it's a constant moving thing, Really gradually slow. Alright.
Alright.
Let's go ahead and set full power and keep our feet on the brakes for a second. Alright, so what are our call outs?
Engine instruments in the green.
Alright, power is set.
Airspeed's alive.
It is alive. Yep, so let's go ahead and release the brakes. Keep a little bit of left aileron in, a little bit of left.
Airspeed's alive.
And we're off.
Outlaw traffic, helicopter 484, Juliet Lima, downwind, runway 17, outlaw traffic.
Ooh!
Get above the tree line, it's a little different wind.
Yep. That's why there's shear here always. It's usually on this runway. Oh, this come on this way, 35. Ugh.
So is this is left traffic?
This is left traffic.
Yeah.
Approaching altitude.
Alright. You're 300 feet below pattern altitude.
Yep.
Turn crosswind.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Roll wings level.
Blowing us downwind.
Yep.
Outlaw traffic, helicopter 484, Juliet Lima.
Give them a downwind call.
Runway 17.
Now let's reduce that power quick. Big time, you can pull it back even further than this. There you go.
Dickson County traffic, Skyhawk 12386, downwind, runway 17, Dickson County.
Traffic here.
Didn't say 4 that time.
Good. Improvement.
One day at a time.
So you can reduce your power even more. 1,000 footers. Power's reduced, carb heat comes out. Take out a little bit, well, you're actually pretty good on power. You can take out more probably, but force that nose down. There you go. See how it's not as hard to fight when the power's reduced first like that?
Yeah.
It just wants to fall on its own.
Traffic 06 Delta, final.
Leaving altitude.
Outlaw traffic, helicopter 484, Juliet
There you
Lima.
go.
Final. Runway 17.
You can go ahead and start your turn. As it takes us, right? This wind's blowing us further. We got to use those visual cues to land.
That's sliding right there.
Yeah, I know.
We're literally going like this.
Yep. Still are.
It's crazy.
So it's important to manage airspeed effectively.
Dickson County traffic, Skyhawk 12386, base for runway 17, Dickson County. Damn it, said it.
Let's go ahead and put 20 degrees of flaps in. Make sure we maintain about 68 when we're landing here again today.
95, 5 mile final, VOR 18.
Feel a little lower this time.
It looks better.
Yeah.
Got more descent rate out because we pulled that power back more. And now, if you want to try landing with 20 degrees flaps, we can do that as well.
Try it. Dickson County traffic, Skyhawk 12386, final runway 17, Dickson County.
Alright. So I can tell we're starting to balloon up a little bit, so we need to pull that power back. And it's because we didn't put those flaps in. And we're going to do a full stop this time as well.
Okay. Ooh.
That was a good one. Good correction though. There you go. There you go.
And you can lift this thing up
Yep,
off the
let's
ground.
get on those brakes. Yeah, you can. You can do a wheelie in these things. It's called a soft. That's the soft field technique we were talking about.
Yeah. So I want to dive like this.
You want to dive away from, so you want to dive with the wind, like that. Perfect.
So I don't, like when I'm taxiing, I keep it at 1,000. Is that good?
Just when you're like chilling out, like if you pull the engine back like this, it's not going to hurt anything. You just want to push that carb heat in, like that. And then obviously on that flow, this is part of it. You don't even have to get that checklist out because I know we've done everything.
Yeah.
But, you know, really, you would in real life scenarios alone.
Dickson County traffic, Skyhawk 13386, clear runway 17, Dickson County.
All right, we taxi back.
That's a fun challenge.
Yeah.
I've done it, I mean, back in the day, this reminds me very much of the airport that I trained at.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you know, there's some grass growing in the middle of the runway, and
yep.
like it's old school, just yellow line, taxiway kind of thing.
And this is fun. This is good. This is actually like really good for people that take off and land from these places. Can take off and land better usually because they do it all the time. That's what they're doing. But you take them to like Johnson and the radio suck. There's a trade-off between the two. So I think there's a good balance of both where we're at. I've never been to Dickson in person, like on a car or anything.
Really?
No.
It's so far from me. That's probably why.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a little town.
Yep. Well, that's where we're at right now. Never been to Springfield either. Well, I take that back. I played the state tournament at Springfield.
What sport?
Basketball.
Nice.
We didn't win, but that was middle school too, not high school or anything, so considerably less cool, but...
The lineup, exterior lights, we'll put on landing light, strobe light, pitot heat's off, carb heat's cold, mixture full reg. Flaps are at 0.
Alright, that's pretty much it.
Alright. Dickson County, traffic, Skyhawk 13386, departing runway 17, closed traffic, Dickson County. I'm going to stop up here again.
Yeah, you can do it, yeah.
So that airspeed's just coming off that's the prop thrust, right?
Indicated airspeed is the airspeed that the instrument's reading, so it's the air relative to us, right?
Yeah.
When we're actually doing 55 knots, our ground speed's probably nothing at all. I mean, I'll watch it during our takeoff roll so I can tell you. I'll tell you what speed we actually take off at.
Okay. Good.
Yep.
Airspeed's alive. Engine instruments in the green. 55.
Alright, so we rotated at 45 knots ground speed.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, that tree line.
Yeah, that's kind of wild right there, to be completely honest with you. I know I'm not reacting or anything, but that's a little sketchy.
Outlaw traffic, call number 76 Alpha Papa.
Approaching altitude.
Havoc pattern for downwind 17 outlaw traffic.
All right, 1600. Turn a crosswind.
Yep.
Outlaw traffic, call number 76 Alpha Papa, about 1.5 miles to the east.
This would be a crosswind call. I know this. Everybody's talking on this frequency, so it's fine. There's nobody here, so that's fine. We'll give them a downwind call.
Marksburg traffic, Archer 68 Juliet. 10 miles out.
You can keep that power coming back even further. That's the sound you want to hear in the traffic
Leaving
pattern right there,
altitude.
really.
This right here.
Yeah, like it comes. It's almost quiet. Remember, get that car beat out
Dickson
too.
County traffic. Skyhawk 13386 downwind runway 17 Dickson County.
Traffic traveler at 206 Delta, turn left downwind 20, we will be departing out of the downwind.
So I can extend my downwind a little bit if I'm a little high, right?
Yep, let's take out just a little bit more power though. That's probably the best thing to do, right? Push the nose over. Looking at the dirt is a good thing. I can tell we got a crazy tailwind right now because these buildings are getting really big, really quick.
Yeah, I'm pushing down and our airspeed's
Leaving
going.
altitude.
Yeah, our airspeed's fine right now. Let's just bring that nose just a tad bit up. Tad bit. There you go. Now you can start your base turn. Well, I was looking at our ground speed was 100 right there.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so we got a pretty good.
Mayfield traffic, Bonanza 933 Juliet, 5 miles to the east, inbound landing runway 19er, Mayfield.
Dickson County traffic, Skyhawk 13386, base for runway 17 Dickson County.
Outlaw traffic, 170 south of Papa, turning final 17, outlaw traffic.
There you go, perfect.
Marksburg traffic, Archer 68 Juliet, 5 miles to the south.
And if we see airspeed changes of like 10,
Traffic, Blitter 90,
we're just going to go around. We're going to leave because it's starting to get a little. That's fine. A little gusty. But this is good because this is like wind shear avoidance, which is one of the lesson items, believe it or not. I didn't plan on really getting actual wind shear, but you know what? Really, for you alone, you're shooting for plus or minus 5. That's like wind shear. Looking out for it. Let's add some power in. Just to clear these trees, because I suspect if we come a little lower, there would be some crazy wind down there.
Outlaw field traffic, Smoky 1 is a H-60 helicopter 4 miles east of the field, descending from 1,700, inbound for the FBO ramp, full stop. Outlaw field.
Alright, so that's a go around right there. Nose up. 10 degrees of flaps out at a time. Woo! And more. Keep that nose up and climbing. Alright, and then in a go around, what we do is we offset to the right. We just climb out at VY.
Offset to the, off the runway?
Yep, offset to the right, just in case there's somebody like taking off below us.
Yeah.
Humphreys County traffic, helicopter 190 off Echo, Bell 407, medevac. Transitioning west to east, 2,000 feet just north of the airport, Humphreys County.
Approaching altitude.
Alright, and then now you can kind of start turning more toward your runway heading, which is 17 approximately.
Traffic, Archer 67. How about traffic?
That was a good input though to save that. That was good.
Yeah.
Most people would get scared on that.
No, I knew, I had a feeling we were coming in that once we hit those trees, we ballooned a lot.
Yep.
And then I knew that you were going to call go around as soon as we got off track.
Yep.
I was expecting it.
I saw also right before that, I saw the airspeed go from 68 to about 62, and I was like, oh, that's great. All right, we can go ahead and. So anytime you see any kind of airspeed changes, plus minus 5, and you're not changing your pitch.
Yeah.
I was watching you that time to make sure that you weren't doing anything. Let's go ahead and turn crosswind, and you can actually just keep climbing out.
Leaving altitude.
And so easterly altitudes for cruising would be above 3,000 AGL would be odd altitudes plus 500. West altitudes would be even plus 500.
Is that Nashville way out there?
That's it.
Holy shit, it looks we're so far away.
Yep.
Should we go up to like 5,000? See if we get out of the bumps?
You could, but we're going to have to go under the Charlie anyway, right? So.
Yeah. Should I put this in?
Yeah, if you want to. Is there anything else you want to do at altitude while we're out here?
You tell me.
I mean, we kind of covered all my lesson plan stuff for today. Really, we did steep turns, stalls, and we did traffic pattern work. So that pretty much hit all the bases right there. Okay. And we're going to keep doing that kind of stuff over and over. So.
Traffic, Archer 68 Juliet.
I can tell we're getting blown right now.
Yeah. Let's see.
You can actually just, let's navigate in visually for now, but if you wanted to, what you do is a little knob on the outside.
The big
little knob right there. There you go. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep John Tune in there, but you see this river on our MFD?
Yeah.
We can, well, I'll tell you what, we'll just go this way. You're good. You can track your GPS.
Oh, we can do it. Do you want to follow the river?
Nah, I'm cool. This is probably better anyway because they're going to be using 20. Let's put us on a 45. So let's see if we can get an indicated airspeed mode right here. We can. All right. Interesting. Let's see if this actually works for a second. So indicated airspeed mode is used for climbs. I'm going to set it to 80. And I'm going to put nav mode on. And that's going to put our GPS S mode on. If I hit autopilot,
Approaching
should feel
altitude.
the controls take over.
Autopilot.
Did you hit it?
Yeah, I hit it.
Is this disengagement or
Yep,
engagement?
that's disengagement.
Is it doing rudder too?
No.
Oh, okay.
You gotta do that.
Do I have to do rudder?
Yep.
Okay.
Shelbyville traffic, Luda 94 on a 2-mile 45.
Autopilot mode.
Autopilot hold.
Altitude hold is what it's approaching 4,000, so it's gonna hold it.
So that's our course. It would need. Oh, it's trying to correct, and then it'll kind of.
And it's maintaining 80 right now, by the way, because that's what I told it to do. And it's gonna start accelerating because it's gonna capture 4,000 feet for you. And now it says, hey, trim nose down. So we're going to do that. And it goes away. And now you can reduce your power to about 24. 2,300. So this is kind of cool, I guess. And if I wanted to descend, so we climb an indicated airspeed because it gives us stall protection. It's climbing at an airspeed.
Yeah.
But if we want to descend, I'm going to crank down to 3,500, and I'm just going to give it a vertical speed.
Autopilot mode.
And I'm going to put down like, I'll just put down minus 700 feet per minute. You should see the nose go, whee!
Yeah. And then we'll have to pull power out.
Huh? To prevent it from overspeeding the airplane, pretty much is the only thing to do in there.
What's overspeed? What's our yellow arc?
And this airplane's about 129. About 130 really, I guess, if you want it to be. Depends airplane to airplane. You can see it, it's coming up there.
Roll slip.
Yeah, so that's the control force. It was slipping a little bit right there. Alright, so it's got heading modes. Alright, so if I put this...
Autopilot mode.
It's coming down to 3,500.
Doing 125 across the ground.
Yeah, not too bad.
Cruising.
Not too bad for a Cessna. You see that's cruising until you get to Cirrus, and you'll be like, we're doing 200 knots across the ground.
Yeah. Alright.
And so this nav mode is used for tracking GPSs. Altitude is for capturing altitude. Vertical speed is for descents at vertical speeds. Indicated airspeed is for climbs at indicated airspeeds. And then heading mode is obviously for heading. So if I put this heading over here to about 030, and I hit heading mode.
Autopilot mode.
So this is what the big boys do.
Yeah.
And that's why their job is easy. Because now your checklist, I have to, it's kind of hard to read, but get your checklist out now.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's why I was asking you last night. I was like, well, do we ever put it in autopilot? Just set it to John Tune so we can go through our checklist. So do we leave landing light on?
Yeah, we can leave it on now just because it's a descent.
Okay. Is it too early to get ATIS from?
Go ahead and get it. Go ahead and get it.
We got it here, so we got to go to count.
Wind 19016, gust 22. Weather better than 5005. Temperature 28, dew point 09er, altimeter 29991. Expect the visual approach, landing runway 20. Rise on this contact, you have information at hotel. Hotel. Tower information at hotel, time 2150 Zulu. Wind 19016, gust 22. Weather better than 5005. Temperature 28, dew point 09er, altimeter 29991. Expect the visual approach, landing runway 20. Rise on this contact, you have information at hotel.
What were the winds on that?
Tower information at hotel, time 2150 Zulu. Wind 19016, gust 22. Weather better than 5005. Temperature 28, dew point 09er, altimeter 299.
It was actually, it was 190 at 16, gust 22. So 16 to 22 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 plus 65 is about 68 again, right? So, anyway, let's go ahead and, so it's in heading mode right now. You go ahead and reset your autopilot to go back to John Tune. What button do you hit if you want to track that GPS?
Nav mode?
Yes, I'll do it.
Autopilot mode.
Navigate. This feels like we're being actual pilots right now.
Yeah.
Not doing anything.
I know. Huh? Well, you say that until something goes wrong.
Yeah.
And, this is what happens in airlines a lot of times. You'll see people like, they overflew the airport, this is what they're doing.
That's crazy.
I know, alright. Well, that autopilot's going to track that GPS. And we switch over to John Tune now.
So John Tune Tower is 1945. And what's our ground 12?
121.7.
Yeah, 121.7. That's right.
All right.
Helicopter 6 Alpha Echo, John Tune Tower.
So do you always use these for ATIS, basically?
Yeah, Comp 2.
Okay.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
So you have 4 radio, or you have 2 radios.
2 radios.
4 frequencies.
One's usually for talking. It's always, you can use it to talk over too, but it's just like,
and repeat for 86.
Mind if I take a picture?
Yeah, go ahead.
Echo, Roger, sir. You may proceed to the south.
And I'm going to go ahead and set us. I'm going to set our altitude down to 2,300.
Southwest, climbing to 1,700.
And I'm going to set a I'm going to set a vertical speed,
Autopilot
and I'm going to give us a nose down of about 300 feet per minute.
Tower, Jetstar 751's with you again on the ILS for 20 for the low approach.
So, I asked this yesterday. Is there a way to move entry instruments to this right, like right here?
We're approaching 4 mile final for 20, Jetstar 751.
Put them. Oh, is there a way to put the map on the right, like little thinner? Oh, sick. But it just makes everything smaller.
Yeah.
I wish you could do it in like thirds instead of half.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can drag or not. No, I guess not. All right, let's go ahead and give them a call that we're 12 miles to the. I guess we're 12 miles to the west right now, inbound to land with hotel.
John 2 Tower, Skyhawk 13386, 12 miles to the west, inbound to land runway 20 with information hotel.
Skyhawk 13386, John 2 Tower, continue inbound, report 5 miles west of the field, set yourself up for midfield entrance.
All right. 5 miles west, and we'll set up for the midfield, 13386.
Sorry, I didn't understand what he said. Keith?
Yep, that's Keith.
So what did he say? What was this?
Set yourself up for the midfield entrance. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put it in heading mode now. Now I want to fly the airplane.
Autopilot
fly the airplane with this little heading mode. Also going to increase our vertical speed down to about 500 feet per minute at this point.
So our class Charlie is about 7 miles away. 8 miles away.
Jetstar 751,
so what I'm doing,
runway
I can do right here.
Cleared low approach, wind 190 at 21.
Clear for the low approach, runway 20, Jetstar 751.
And so now the airplane's descending. Mixture's full rich, fuel's on both, carb heat's in, throttle set. This is more how you fly a Cirrus or a Diamond or really any other airplane in instrument conditions. This is how it's done, right?
Yeah.
A little bit easier on you. Single pilot instrument's not fun. I'll just be straight up with it. It's intimidating.
Autopilot mode.
Tower 737, hello, golf. Receiving the numbers, runway 20.
She's got a very mousy voice.
Approaching altitude.
Cessna 737 November Golf, you're following citation traffic on about a 3 mile final when they report traffic at sight.
Traffic in sight, 737 November Golf.
Cessna 737 November Golf, runway 20.
Do you have volume control on here?
The option.
That's right there.
Number 2 for runway 20.
But if I'm quiet, you can turn me up with this, and I can turn you up with that.
Ground, you could
because yesterday was really loud.
Yeah,
our headsets were really loud yesterday, so I was curious how to turn that up and down.
Yeah, you can turn it up right here, so
yeah, because it's super loud now. It's like super.
Yeah.
Because I have volume knobs over here.
Yeah.
And I have it on low right now.
Yeah. And he said report 5 miles to the west, so that's what we'll do.
Tower Jetstar 751's on the
Alright, so now we've leveled off. We take our power and we bump it up.
Jetstar 751, contact Nashville, departure, have a safe flight, sir.
Departure next, Jetstar 751. Thank you for your help.
How much turbulence can this autopilot handle?
They can handle quite a bit, believe it or not. Let's go ahead and hand fly it though. So disconnect the autopilot with that button.
Autopilot disconnect.
And hit it again. Alright. And now all you gotta do is aim toward the tower out there.
The big white tower?
The control tower on the field, but it's below that big white tower.
Okay, I got you.
Westbound. Just keep the airplane coming to the right just a little bit.
Roger, and your transition is approved, altimeter 29990. You're going to be flying over the runway.
Negative, we'll stay south of the field.
And Light Flight 8, roger, just report 2 miles east prior to your crossing.
Go ahead and call out 5 miles west when you respond.
2 miles prior to crossing. Light Flight 8.
Now you do it.
Tune Tower, Skyhawk 13386, 5 miles west of the field.
Skyhawk 386, report right midfield, downwind runway 20.
Report right midfield, downwind 20.
Report right field, midfield, downwind, runway 20. 13386.
There you go. Good.
That's the one I got caught up on last time.
Leaving altitude.
So right midfield. So we're already heading toward the right downwind, right? Because that's a right turn.
Yeah.
And we're going to report midfield. So that's like pretty much where the control tower is at.
So we're going to come in like that?
No, you're just going to come in straight in like you are right now and turn.
Okay.
And then
we're
report.
just crabbed so that it looks...
Yep. It just looks funny right now. And you can keep descending down to 1,500 at this time.
Is it okay to pick up airspeed while doing so?
Yeah, that's fine. And I'll bug that 1,500 for you.
Thank you. It's crazy how much we're just...
Yep, it's windy today, man.
I see that tower. Now I see the 2 towers and where the... I mean, I already saw it, but now I get what you're talking about.
John 2 Tower, Light Flight 8, 2 miles from crossing south end of the runway.
Light Flight 8, roger, you could continue your transition westbound.
Continue westbound, Light Flight 8.
And your flight director's gone. Alright. So when you get over this prison, you're going to turn to the left. We'll just maintain this altitude so you can reduce your power and pitch up. And now you can start turning to the left gradually. And report that you're midfield, right downwind 20.
John 2 Tower, Skyhawk 13386, midfield, right downwind, runway 20.
Skyhawk 13386, runway 20, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 20, 13386.
Wind 18015, gust 24.
Alright, you don't have to say anything.
Cessna 7 November Golf, is
this add a little bit of power?
Yes, it is. 737 November Golf.
Yeah, because we got a little low right there.
Golf, roger. If able, turn left, taxiway
Alpha 3,
you can taxi to parking, Alpha Romeo 2.
Alright, Gumps is done.
Back to parking via Alpha Romeo 2.
Keep that pitch up. And reduce your power just a little bit. And start turning base. We got a little bit low right there. That's fine though. Car peak can come out. Power is reduced a little bit more even.
And Light Flight 8, frequency changes, approve of safe
reduce that power even more and just pitch up.
Light Flight 8.
Now you can get your 10 degrees flaps. Alright, that's good. And we'll put our 20 in on final.
And keep 20 for landing?
Yeah, that's all we're going to use today. It's too windy to use. It's too gusty to use 30. I mean, you could use gut. I'd be comfortable using. Let's just reduce a little bit power, get it a little bit lower. At this point, and now you can put that 20 in. And if you wanted to, you know, if you really wanted to, you could slip the airplane by stepping on one of the rudders and rolling the opposite direction. So that would be like that. Alright, start taking that slip out because now you're starting to get back on altitude. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's so easy to set you up on final.
Let's land at 68. So let's add in touch power just a little bit. Hold her off, hold her up. Hold her up, about right here. A little bit left. There you go. Perfect. Alright, let's get on the brakes.
Cessna 386, you could continue your rollout and turn left at the end.
We'll keep rolling. We'll keep rolling and turn out at the end, 13386. Alright, so I'll go all the way to the end.
That's nice.
Yep. So I'm just going to get your carb heat in.
Shit, we could take off and land on the rest of this runway.
I know.
Do they ever do mid-runway takeoffs?
Intersection, yeah.
The intersection
they do.
takeoff?
They do, sometimes. This is a good opportunity to show you like you feel how that nose.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
And you can really get it to, see that? You really want it to.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep on going. Very good. You can let go of that pressure if you want to. Let's not have anybody around.
Cessna 386, you can taxi to parking via Romeo 2 on this frequency.
Via Romeo 2, 12386.
Good.
Didn't we already pass Romeo 2?
No, we're just.
Oh,
he's telling us you can take. He's saying it's dead here right now, so he's just saying, hey, you can taxi Romeo 2 to parking.
I got you. Instead of going straight on Romeo 1.
Yep. And here's that EMAS out in front of us, so you can see that stopway. If you, for some reason, were in a jet, you couldn't stop. There's that material out there in the localizer that's supposed to stop you before you go off the edge right there.
Is it that gray stuff?
Yep. I'll get your lane right here. And you can just keep on taxiing. I'll get your checklist. You know how to do it. There you go. Perfect.
That was a good challenge.
That was honestly, that was impressive given your current amount of hours we're at right now. That was impressive.
Yeah.
Normally, if I went out and do that flight on somebody on their fourth flight, it's going to be a waste. Just a waste of time. But now you know that 15 knot crosswind limitation. Holy crap, man.
Yeah.
Who?
It doesn't seem like that much to a human, but then you're like,
you go do it, and it's like, geez, man.
Yeah.
I love paint on Falcons like that. See how it's got the
the eyeliner.
Yeah, eyeliner. Yeah.
It's a sharp plane.
Yep.
Want to go to the far side?
Yeah, we'll go to the far side. But cut it a little bit earlier, that corner, just because the helicopter.
That R-22 Beta.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's a kit plane, or kit helicopter if I've ever seen one.
Yep.
Want to go to that last spot?
Yep.
Is that Diamond privately owned or is it an instructor?
It's privately owned. But I think it's actually owned by an instructor that instructs at flight school, so they do use it.
I was going to say.
There you go, good deal. Hold on, there you go.